Hey now, it is November 4th, Saturday night. I'm tired. Not gonna lie, I'm tired. I skipped a week, so I'm gonna try and shoot 2 videos today, try to get through the G's. We're at Vladimir Guerrero Senior, not Junior, Senior. I've watched Vladimir his entire career, pretty much. Even though he was in the National League, I live in Detroit. He was always a really, really good player. And I would argue he became great when he went from Montreal, even though where he was really good when he went to Los Angeles Angels, whatever you want to call it. He was a free agent. I mean, he was like the greatest Expo as long as the Expos were around until he left there to the Angels. Lifetime 318 hitter, nearly 1,500 RBIs, 449 home runs, over almost 2,600 hits. The guy didn't want to leave. I mean, he played, I remember, like Dominican League. I think he signed. He tried to keep getting signed, but at the very end, finally retired, I think in 2014 officially. I could be wrong about that. I mean, last played for an active baseball club in 2011. 13, 14, someone will correct me in the comments. Got into the Hall of Fame on the second ballot. I remember when he retired, I thought he was a first ballot Hall of Famer, but second ballot. And he's got a really interesting autograph. We're going to talk about that. And it's what's interesting. Obviously, his son, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., now plays with the Blue Jays, and they have very similar autographs. So we're going to go over that because it's very easy. Not that it's a horrible thing to get fooled buying a junior instead of a senior and vice versa. So without any further ado, let's take a look at the autograph analysis of Vladimir Guerrero Sr., but we're going to touch on a little bit of junior as well. So again, this is junior's autograph. We're going to come back to that in a second. I want to look something up in the database. PSA. Let's go back to senior here real quickly. Come on, PSA. Hold on. We're not even at screens here. Let's do this. Let's try this again. So, okay. So we're looking at Vladimir Senior's autograph right now, again, in the PSA database. Now, this is, again, 2004. I don't know if that's his MVP year. Vladimir Guerrero Senior's autograph started off very, I don't know how literate he was growing up. This is actually a nicer Guerrero autograph that you tend to see now. I mean, what you tend to look for is you're looking for this little loop right here in between the V's. It's very common with that. And as it comes down and it intersects there, you want to see an 8 here, but again, you're not going to see it very often. But what you're looking for is between here and the O. Usually it's pretty much a flat, straight plane that it comes down with the O and loops up like that. So I hope there's some better examples here. Again, it looks like a heart or whatever. We see how it comes down and go right here. And again, this is a nice, neat plane. I don't even think these are letters. These look more like scribbles to me, although it's very common for him to add the 27 below his autograph at paid signings. Even when you see him in person, I heard, like I met him, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. He puts the 27 below. And again, when you're looking for the O, you want to make sure the O comes over. And again, key difference, we'll talk about this a little bit later, between him and his son. And again, very similar autographs. He has more of these like dashes. I don't know what you want to call these. They look like little R's to me, but he's got more of them usually. But the V goes much higher in his name than his son's. But the O is like pretty much similar. Again, let's keep going over here. Again, 9-time All. Again, this is probably signed later career. Again, it's coming down right here. The 8's still there, as you can see. But again, nice, even, level playing field, and the O comes up and around. And again, that V slash is really high. And again, I don't know what letter this is right here, but again, this goes pretty high also as well. Not common in his son's autograph. I don't know what this is. This is like just a legal form. Again, right here. I'm not saying it's not real. It's real. It's just it's not something you get in person. Again, this is a signed bat, maybe a game used bat. I don't know. But again, you can see here a high V. It's pretty level. And then again, the O comes up and around here. Fortunately, he does a lot of appearances. People aren't trying to forge Vladimir Guerrero Sr. because of the fact that he's a common person on the circuit. He's not a rare autograph at all. I would argue his son's more rare right now than him, although his son's a pretty good signer as well. At least he used to be. Again, this is when he was on the I don't know when this was signed, but obviously during his Expos career is this. But again, this looks like a more simple signature, a more modern signature. A very high V. See how it goes up right here. It's tough to see because how dark this is right here. But again, sort of level right here. And then the O comes up and it should go up and around and up like that. I don't know how many they have on here. Yeah, now we're back to where we started with Guerrero. So I want to point out, like, I love these autographs right here. So when Guerrero was first coming up, when he was a nobody, 1995 Classic, who I don't even think is out anymore. They had his 5-sport line, and one of the players they happened to sign was Vladimir Guerrero. Yes, the Hall of Famer Vladimir Guerrero. And he signed a beautiful, I mean, it's not exactly a very strong signature. It looks a little childish, for lack of a better term, but he was a child when he signed it. So, but he signed every name, every letter of his autograph, of his name. And again, you can buy this autograph. And again, I'm not sure about this one. This one I would stay away from. I don't like this one at all. I don't like this one at all. If I had to guess, 1 is 4, it should be this one. But these right here, I think these are all good. I mean, as long as you, like, we pull one up here, you look at the back, and it just has this congratulations thing. You just received a, come on. This back, you just received an 95 Sports autograph. I mean, I think these are all good. And going back here, I think one is as cheap as $25. Yeah, right here, $25. This is good. I would have no qualm whatsoever about buying this autograph and it being a fake. It may not be present the nicest, but it's for sure real. Excuse me. So again, just something if you're looking for the 1995 Classic 5. Again, moving on to his, we already looked at that right here. Let's close up the PSA. Now, the thing is, a lot of people get his and his son's autograph mixed up. And a matter of fact, if you look at this right here, this is Probstein, the biggest seller on eBay. Vladimir Guerrero Hall of Fame signed elk. And I'm looking at this autograph, and I'm like, that sure looks like his son. You see how the V doesn't come up? It goes through the O. I mean, that's the most telltale sign. Also, this V comes down like this, although his father does that as well. And there's not as much like ups and downs as I like to say. But the key thing you're looking for is this V right here. It usually goes like through the O, not way high up like his father. And obviously they're both 27, so it's really tough sometimes. So you can see, like, even Probstein, the #1 seller, gets it wrong. So, I mean, it's right here. I pulled up the Beckett cert, and it's right. So you just need to be careful about it. As for my Guerreros, this is one I got. This was a private signing when he was still with the Kansas City. Anaheim Angels, whatever they're called right now. I mean, you can see the nice 8 in there, still right here. It's still there. Again, level comes down, around, and up. Again, oh, that's not the one I want. Right here, this I got in person as well. I got his son when he was in Lansing. I hit him up hard. And then I got the father at Roy Halladay's second to last appearance. He did an appearance for the, Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame. And Guerrero and Halladay both got in along with some other players. Those are the 2 marquee names. And, God, obviously I had no idea that would be one of Roy Halladay's last appearances. But Guerrero couldn't have been any nicer. As a matter of fact, even though we had nothing to sign, my daughter had an extra baseball. She just, like, found it, and she put it down. And Guerrero, even though we didn't pay for it, he just picked it up. I don't know if the light's really bad here. But he sort of, you can see it right there. He picked it up, and he signed it. Get it up. So, yeah, I have, like, 3 or 4 Guerrero seniors because I got 3 from that event, and I got the one I got on a private signing. I got a lot of juniors as well. But again, like I said, that main difference that what you're looking for specifically is the V you can see right here with his father goes straight up, where the son goes straight through. I mean, a lot of that, the O is a little bit higher also. The O sort of comes down like that. But that's what I look for the most. And like I said, that's why when I saw this one, I go, like, the V's going through. That's the son, not the father, even though it says up here Hall of Famer. Obviously, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., not in the Hall of Fame. So, anyways, this video has gone long enough about Vladimir Guerrero Sr. We're going to move to the last of the G's, and that is Anthony Tony Gwynn. So, as always, keep collecting.